He's the fastest man in history, but these days Usain Bolt is living life in the luxury lane. In 2025, the Olympic legend has traded the finish line for a life filled with family, fortune, and first-class everything. From his stunning home to his longtime partner and 3 beautiful children, Bolt's world is a mix of heart and high-end. Add in a jaw-dropping car collection, a sleek private jet, and even a yacht that turns heads at every port, and you've got a lifestyle worthy of a global icon. But behind the fame and fortune is a man who's built a brand that races far beyond the track. Stick around because we're taking you inside Usain Bolt's incredible life, where speed met success, and now success means everything. He didn't just run fast, he changed the game. From electrifying Olympic stadiums to living like a king, Usain Bolt isn't just the fastest man alive, he's a global icon who turned speed into a $90 million lifestyle empire. But behind the flash of gold medals and the roar of the crowd lies a story of smart moves, bold branding, and jaw-dropping luxury. So how did this sprinter from Jamaica go from the starting blocks to private jets, mega mansions, and a yacht worthy of a superstar? Let's step into the world of Usain Bolt, a world where world records meet world-class living. At the peak of his career, Bolt wasn't just outrunning competitors, he was out-earning them too. Pulling in close to $20 million a year, most of that didn't come from crossing finish lines. It came from endorsements, big ones, the kind of deals that only global legends get. Names like Gatorade, Nissan, Visa, Hublot, Virgin Media, and of course Puma, who alone shelled out an incredible $9 million a year just to have Bolt lace up in their shoes. And when Bolt showed up to a race, he didn't just draw crowds, he drew checks. Promoters paid up to $300,000 just for him to step onto the track. At the 2010 Penn Relays, over 54,000 fans packed the stadium just to witness that iconic lightning bolt stance. Even after slowing down competitively, Bolt's bank account kept sprinting. Between June 2017 and June 2018, he earned a staggering $31 million, and only $1 million of that came from actual races. The rest, pure endorsement gold. But none of this happened by chance. Bolt earned every dollar with a career that redefined speed. He didn't just win, he dominated. 8 Olympic golds, world records that still stand, 9.58 seconds in the 100 meters, 19.19 in the 200. Records that feel almost superhuman. Usain Bolt built more than a legacy. He built a brand, one that screams confidence, charisma, and unstoppable ambition. So what's it really like inside Bolt's life of luxury? Stick around. The story is just getting started. Before the fame, the world records, and the roaring stadiums, he was just a kid from a small town in rural Jamaica with energy that couldn't be contained. Born on August 21, 1986, in the quiet town of Sherwood Content, Usain Street, Leo Bolt grew up in a modest but tight-knit home. His parents, Wellesley and Jennifer, ran a local grocery shop, doing their best to provide for Usain and his siblings, Siddiqui and Shireen. Life was simple, money was tight, but the streets were full of opportunity for a young boy who couldn't stop moving. As a child, Usain was a blur, chasing soccer balls, bowling cricket balls, and racing through the dirt roads with his brother Siddiqui. Even then, his speed was something else. At just 12 years old, while attending Waldenzia Primary, he was already the fastest kid in school. But his story really took off at William Knibb Memorial High School. There, Bolt had dreams of becoming a professional cricketer. Luckily for the world, one coach noticed something bigger, his unbelievable speed, and suggested track and field. That moment changed everything. Under the guidance of Coach Dwayne Jarrett and former Olympic sprinter Pablo McNeil, Bolt's potential exploded. He crushed high school competitions, racking up medals and records, showing early signs of something truly special. Then came 2001. At just 14, Bolt stepped onto the global stage at the IAAF World Youth Championships in Hungary. He didn't make the finals, but his 21.73-second run in the 200 meters was a signal. The world hadn't seen anything yet. Shortly after, he rewrote history at the Carifta Games, shattering records in the 200 and 400 meters. His dominance continued at the Central American and Caribbean Junior Championships. By now, everyone in Jamaica was watching, including the Prime Minister, who personally arranged for Bolt to move to Kingston, where he'd train under elite coaches and get a shot at greatness. In 2002, at just 15 years old, Bolt became the youngest ever world champion in the 200 meters at the World Junior Championships on home soil in Kingston. The stadium erupted. Jamaica had found its next hero. He also helped the relay team earn 2 silvers that year. The medals kept coming. In 2003, Bolt won 4 golds at the Carifta Games and another at the World Youth Championships. During his final year of high school, He owned the Jamaican high school championships, setting records that left no doubt this kid was heading for the Olympics. In 2004, Bolt turned pro with coach Fitz Coleman. He dominated that year's Carifta Games and took home the Austin Sealy Trophy. But then, heartbreak struck. A hamstring injury crushed his Olympic debut dreams. Though he made Jamaica's squad for Athens, he was knocked out in the first round. Still, Bolt didn't quit. He turned down scholarships to American colleges, choosing instead to stay home and train at the University of Technology in Kingston. There, under the legendary coach Glenn Mills, he began to transform. They sharpened his technique, harnessed his power, and molded him into the fastest man the world would ever know. By 2007, Bolt was back on the world stage, earning silver in both the 200 meters and the 4x100 meter relay at the World Championships. He wasn't just back, he was ready. And in 2008, he made history. At the Beijing Olympics, Bolt stunned the world. He didn't just win, he demolished the competition. 3 gold medals, 3 world records. He ran the 100 meters in 9.69 seconds, the 200 in 19.30, and helped Jamaica crush the 4x100 meter relay in 37.10 seconds. And just like that, the Lightning Bolt pose was born, and so was a legend. Bolt became the face of sprinting, captivating audiences with his charisma, his swagger, and that unstoppable speed. He followed up with more dominance at the World Championships between 2009 and 2013, scooping up 5 more gold medals and setting records that still haven't been touched. Then came London, 2012. On Jamaica's 50th anniversary of independence, Bolt defended his 100-meter title with a blazing 9.63 seconds, breaking his own Olympic record and turning the moment into pure national pride. By now, he wasn't just the fastest man alive, he was the greatest sprinter in history. And in Rio 2016, he made sure the story ended on his terms. Once again, Bolt claimed gold in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and the 4x100 meter relay, cementing his legacy with the ultimate Olympic three-peat. From a dirt road in Jamaica to the peak of the sports world, Usain Bolt didn't just run races. He ran into history and left the rest of the world chasing his shadow. With one final burst of speed, Usain Bolt etched his name into Olympic history like no one before him. At the 2016 Rio Games, he completed the elusive triple-triple winning gold in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4x100 meter relay at 3 consecutive Olympics. No sprinter had ever done it. No one's come close since. But all great runs eventually cross a finish line. In 2017, at the World Championships in London, the sprint king took the track one last time. He settled for bronze in the 100 meters, and in a heartbreaking moment during his final race, the 4x100 relay, Bolt pulled up with a hamstring injury. The stadium fell silent. Just like that, an era came to a close. 2 years later, in January 2019, Usain Bolt officially retired from professional athletics. But don't think for a second that he slowed down. He may have stepped off the track, but the world's fastest man didn't press pause, he pivoted. With the same fearless mindset that made him a legend, Bolt launched into new arenas: business, tech, music, and even healthcare. And just like his sprinting career, he came out blazing. One of his boldest ventures, Bolt Mobility. Co-founded in Miami, the electric vehicle startup aimed to revolutionize urban transportation. With a sleek fleet of 5,000 electric scooters deployed across U.S. cities and even Paris, Bolt wasn't just thinking fast, he was thinking forward. In 2019, the company unveiled the B-Nano, a compact 2-seater electric car priced at only $999. The goal? Make electric vehicles affordable for everyday people. Investors took notice. Bolt Mobility secured $30 million in funding by early 2020. But innovation is never easy. Despite early momentum, Bolt Mobility ran into roadblocks: rising costs, tight regulations, and fierce competition in the EV market. By mid-2022, the company shut down proof that even the greatest runners sometimes stumble. Still, the effort was bold, ahead of its time, and showed Bolt's drive to disrupt industries beyond athletics. But Bolt didn't stop there. In 2021, he teamed up with SprintRay Inc., a cutting-edge dental 3D printing company, to launch Bolt Labs powered by SprintRay in Jamaica. The mission? Transform dental care across the Caribbean by creating high-quality prosthetics quickly and affordably and bringing 3D printing directly to underserved communities through mobile clinics. Bolt was using technology to deliver real, lasting impact. It wasn't just business, it was service, it was legacy. And while he built businesses, Bolt also tapped into another lifelong passion: music. In July 2019, he dropped his debut dancehall compilation, Olymp Rosé Rhythm, featuring some of Jamaica's biggest names: Dexta Daps, Munga Honorable, Christopher Martin, Ding Dong, and even ex-soccer star Ricardo Bibi Gardner. The project wasn't just hype, it was a hit, and Bolt was just getting warmed up. By November, he followed up with Immortal Rhythm, with artists like Vybz Kartel and Masika bringing fire to his beats. Then in January 2021, Bolt stepped in front of the mic himself with Living the Dream, a track featuring his longtime friend and manager, Nugent N.J. Walker. From the track to the studio, Bolt brought the same energy, passionate, precise, and impossible to ignore. Usain Bolt may have retired from racing, but his journey is far from over. He's no longer just the fastest man alive, he's a businessman, a creator, an innovator, and an inspiration. And just like on the track, the world is still trying to catch up. When you're the fastest man alive, your home isn't just a place to sleep, it's a statement. And Usain Bolt? He's made sure his real estate portfolio is every bit as iconic as his lightning-fast sprints. Ready for a peek inside the private world of this global superstar? Let's take you on an exclusive tour of Bolt's jaw-dropping properties, starting with his crown jewel in Jamaica. High above the city of Kingston, nestled in the lush, scenic hills, sits Usain Bolt's personal paradise. He snagged this stunning estate back in 2010 for around $2.65 million, and trust us, it's worth every penny. The property stretches across 4 acres of pure tranquility, offering a blend of privacy, style, and jaw-dropping views of the Caribbean Sea. It's more than a home, it's a sanctuary designed for both luxury and performance. Step inside and you're greeted with sleek modern architecture, soaring ceilings, and natural light pouring in from floor-to-ceiling windows. There are 8 spacious bedrooms and 10 spa-like bathrooms, all laid out in an open concept design that lets you breathe, move, and just be. The living spaces flow effortlessly from the chic lounge to a gourmet kitchen that would make any chef jealous. Everywhere you look, the Caribbean views follow you, reminding you this isn't just any mansion, this is Bolt's haven. Now let's talk about the backyard. Bolt's infinity pool is the showstopper. Designed to blur the line between water and sky, it seems to spill right into the Caribbean beyond. Imagine relaxing here, sun on your skin, cool drink in hand, surrounded by perfectly manicured gardens. And because relaxation should always come with a view, there's a strategically placed jacuzzi that overlooks both the hills and the ocean. It's the ultimate unwind zone. But of course, this is Usain Bolt we're talking about. So yes, there's a private football pitch right on the property. Whether he's kicking around with friends or hosting casual matches, it's a tribute to his lifelong love for sport. And when it's time to train, he heads to his state-of-the-art indoor gym and wellness center, fully loaded with everything from cardio machines to a private spa, sauna, and steam room. It's a perfect balance of hustle and recovery, all under one roof. This isn't just luxury, it's legendary. Every corner of this estate reflects Bolt's energy, ambition, and love for living large. In 2018, when Bolt began chasing a new dream, becoming a pro footballer in Australia, he upgraded his lifestyle once again. His temporary home, the ultra-exclusive Sky House penthouse in Point Frederick, just north of Sydney. This place is massive, over 11,600 square feet of pure elegance, with 5 light-filled bedrooms, floor-to-ceiling windows, and sweeping views of the Brisbane River and surrounding gardens. It was the perfect retreat between training sessions with the A-League. Spacious, serene, and effortlessly stylish, the Sky House was more than just a rental. It was Bolt's base as he tackled yet another bold chapter in his life. From the hills of Kingston to the riverside views in Australia, Usain Bolt's real estate game is just as strong as his sprinting legacy. Each home tells a story of speed, ambition, comfort, and style. And just like the man himself, they're unforgettable. When Usain Bolt touched down in Australia to chase his football dreams, he didn't just settle for any place to crash, he moved into the lap of luxury. In 2018, during his stint with the Central Coast Mariners in the A-League, Bolt lived large at the Sky House penthouse in Point Frederick, just north of Sydney. This wasn't your average apartment, it was a 1,079 square meter masterpiece in the sky. At the heart of this luxurious penthouse, a chef's dream kitchen. Outfitted with sleek Caesar stone countertops, top-of-the-line appliances, and modern finishes, this kitchen wasn't just built for cooking, it was built to impress. The open-plan design gave Bolt space to both unwind and entertain, flowing seamlessly from the dining area to a living space flooded with natural light and framed by panoramic views of the Brisbane River. After long training days, Bolt had the ultimate chill zone, a private jacuzzi, the kind of place where a world-class athlete could kick back and recover in style. But that lavish lifestyle came with a serious price tag. Reports say Bolt shelled out around $1,900 per week to rent this exclusive penthouse, a cost that reflected Not just the location, but the elite-level amenities that came with it. While his soccer chapter in Australia was short-lived, Bolt's time at the Sky House made waves. He ended his lease in early 2019 and headed back to Jamaica. But the memory of his stay still echoes in Sydney's luxury real estate scene. The penthouse remains a modern-day monument, forever linked to a living legend. Speed doesn't just define Usain Bolt on the track, it's a way of life. And nothing shows that off quite like his insane car collection. Worth millions and packed with style, power, and personality, Bolt's garage is straight out of a high-octane dream. Let's take a spin through some of his most iconic rides. Toyota Tundra, $35,000. It's big, bold, and built to work. The Toyota Tundra is Bolt's go-to for power and durability. It's perfect for hauling gear or cruising over rugged terrain, but it still delivers a surprisingly smooth, comfy ride. It's the athlete's everyday beast. Range Rover, $70,000. Luxury meets adventure in Bolt's Range Rover. It's classy, it's powerful, and it's equipped with all the bells and whistles from plush leather seats to cutting-edge tech. Whether he's hitting the city or heading off-road, this SUV has him riding in total style. BMW M, $355,000. Now here's a fan favorite, the BMW M3, gifted to Bolt by Puma. With 414 horsepower, it's a speed demon with a sleek edge. But with speed comes risk. Bolt's had 2 crashes in this ride, proving even the fastest man on earth has to respect the machine. Mini Cooper, $30,000. Not every car in Bolt's lineup is about going 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. His Mini Cooper brings charm and practicality, ideal for tight city streets. It's fun, nimble, and a stylish contrast to the roaring engines of his supercars. Cadillac Escalade, $95,000. When comfort calls, Bolt answers with the Cadillac Escalade. This luxury SUV is pure VIP, from the spacious cabin and buttery soft leather seats to the tech that keeps him cruising like royalty. It's the perfect blend of muscle and elegance. Nissan GT-R, $115,000. One of the true stars of his collection? A bright yellow Nissan GT-R, and it's a head-turner. This beauty has graced his social media time and time again. Fast, flashy, and unmistakably Bolt, it's a car that perfectly mirrors his energy and love for the spotlight. From skyline penthouses to show-stopping cars, Usain Bolt lives fast, lives large, and lives on his terms. Whether he's behind the wheel or behind the scenes, the legacy he's building is about more than gold medals. It's about style, vision, and never slowing down. When you're the fastest man on earth, your car collection is just as fast and equally impressive. Usain Bolt's fleet isn't just about getting from point A to point B, it's about dominating the streets, the tracks, and the roads of luxury and performance. Let's dive into some of the most exhilarating rides in his collection, each one a symbol of his love for speed and his dedication to excellence. Nissan GT-R, $200,000. Fast, furious, unstoppable. The Nissan GT-R is the ultimate Japanese supercar, a true masterpiece of engineering. With a twin-turbo V6 engine, it delivers an electrifying acceleration that'll leave you breathless. This car isn't just built for speed, its precision handling is a perfect match for Bolt's own lightning-fast moves on the track. The GT-R Nismo takes things even further, with race-tuned enhancements designed for maximum performance. This car doesn't just go fast, it defies limits. Ferrari F430, Spider, $250,000. If Bolt's first Ferrari was a bold declaration of power, the F430 Spider is an elegant twist of speed and sophistication. Powered by a 4.3-liter V8 engine, this convertible supercar is all about balance, 490 horsepower under the hood, and sleek, timeless design on the outside. A luxury car that's as much a piece of art as it is a high-performance machine. The F430 represents Bolt's unique blend of style and athletic precision. Ferrari 599 GTB Fiorano, $250,000. Not every Ferrari is built for show. The Ferrari 599 GTB Fiorano is engineered for the true driving enthusiast. Under the hood, its roaring V12 engine delivers a performance that's nothing short of exhilarating. It's a car that balances raw power with luxury, offering both breathtaking acceleration and precise handling. For Bolt, this is more than just a car, it's the feeling of the racetrack, captured in an automobile that screams speed and control, Ferrari California, $195,000 for Bolt. The Ferrari California holds deep personal meaning. After shattering the 100-meter and 200-meter world records, he treated himself to this 450 horsepower beauty, a modern coupe that can reach nearly 193 miles per hour. The California is a perfect mix of luxury and exhilarating speed. With its sleek design and premium leather interior, it's a car that's as much about celebration as it is about high-octane thrills. Jeep Wrangler, $290,000. Bolt's Jeep Wrangler is no ordinary off-roader. This custom-built machine is ready for anything, from city streets to the toughest terrain. With a 3-inch suspension lift, massive 22-inch alloys, and a bold matte black exterior, this Jeep demands attention. Inside, the seats are stitched with Jamaican flag colors, a nod to his roots. It's a vehicle that blends performance with personality, and when Bolt's behind the wheel, it's all about having fun with a serious dose of power. McLaren 720, $300,000. When the need for speed is strong, the McLaren 720 answers. This twin-turbo V8 beast is engineered for insane acceleration and precision handling. It's the kind of car that makes every drive feel like an adrenaline rush. With its lightweight carbon fiber body and cutting-edge aerodynamics, it's not just a car, it's a race-ready experience, built for those who crave exhilaration. For Bolt, the McLaren 720 is the epitome of speed and agility, and it's a showstopper in any collection. Rolls-Royce Cullinan, $350,000. Then, there's the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, the pinnacle of luxury. This ultra-luxurious SUV is all about comfort and sophistication. The bespoke interior is a masterpiece of craftsmanship, while the ride quality is smoother than silk. With state-of-the-art technology and unmatched opulence, the Cullinan is more than just a car, it's a symbol of success. For someone who's conquered the world of athletics, it's the perfect fit. Bolt's luxury jet, $25 million. When you're a global icon like Usain Bolt, flying commercial just doesn't cut it. That's why he has his own private jet, a Gulfstream G200. With a cruising speed of 540 miles per hour and the ability to travel over 3,000 miles, this jet perfectly complements Bolt's high-speed lifestyle. Capable of seating up to 20 passengers, it's an ideal way for him to zip around the globe. Whether it's for business or pleasure, Bolt's collection isn't just a showcase of high-performance cars, it's a reflection of his relentless drive, passion for speed, and taste for the finer things in life. Each vehicle tells a story of his success, from the racetrack to the road. His garage is an extension of who he is, an athlete who's always pushing boundaries, chasing greatness, and living life in the fast lane. Feel the rush of speed, the luxury of elite craftsmanship, and the exhilaration that comes with living life at full throttle. Just like Usain Bolt, these machines don't just go fast, they redefine what it means to be at the top.